All right, let's see if we're on. It's been a while. All right, guys, how's it going? Jacob Rothenberg here. For this week, I won't be having a podcast episode. I've been really busy moving in to a new apartment here in Vegas over the past week. So instead of an interview, I thought let's do this unscheduled, one take, live here on YouTube. Keywords, keyword research, and revealing people's keywords just because I can. So I'll get straight to it with no fluff. Let's look at the state of keywords right now on Amazon as I am doing this on July 13th, and I'll keep my window up as well for any questions that come in. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. I will be watching, although I don't expect any since this was unscheduled. So let's look at books. Let's see what's going on here with releases of books. Let's ignore that. So what I'm going to do is go straight to any book. Let's look at paperback. That's interesting, but I'm not here for this. Although it is already catching my attention. Something with 10 reviews has a number one release, and it's ranked 7,500. So that's pretty strong. So what is this? That I got a profitable keyword just by clicking on something. To wow in the world, to what's in a wow. Workbook. Science activities. Okay, it's for kids. So ever since COVID hit, books for kids and children's activities have always been popular. Let's see what else is going on in the world of books. Okay, I have some books here I've never even seen before. This one is releasing tomorrow on a pre-order, and it's number one in the entire Amazon store. Out of curiosity, I just have to look. Okay, it's about Donald Trump. I'm not here to talk about Donald Trump or politics. Dino Snores. I'm a dino snore. Again, children's book. Just trying to get a feel of what's going on in the market. Not looking to steal or replicate that keyword. Children's book, children's book. Okay. So, as far as trends, nothing's really changed since the spring in terms of what's popular. So I do see some more cookbooks and such and some other titles. Yeah, especially for the summer, you're going to see prevalence of more diet books, cleanse books, etc. as everyone wants to get hot for the summer. But activity books are still strong. Okay, so nothing's really changed there. I'm going to go straight to page 2, see what else is going on. Okay, so as I thought, publishing has kind of stayed a little bit static with trends over the summer for paperback, unless I'm missing out on something. So let me get straight to the juice here. Let's get straight to why you're watching this video. Let's look at keywords. So I'm going to show you guys something. I've never shown this in public, but what if I told you that I helped once build a group last year for a Kindle publisher that went from 0 to over 200,000 members? Would you believe me? Let's take a look for it. Maybe I can probably find it right now. Okay, so I've helped build 2 groups. One I helped build to over 2,000 members, and one really took off that was for over 280,000 members, and I'll even show the book, and I'll explain why. Jacob, why the hell are you showing this? So this was a client, student, who has gone MIA for the past year and a half on this keyword and the group as a whole. So it's pretty dead as far as their involvement with the group and with Kindle Publishing in its entirety. And I have a few people, friends, who have caught on that this was a group that I worked on, and it is a profitable keyword. So it's Cricut, and I'll show exactly what this is in a minute. If I can prove that I helped build this group, let's see if I can do it. If you look at the join date, I'm a founding member. I was member number 1 or 2. So Eden was member number 1. I was member number 2. So there you go. And the book, pen name was Jennifer Bell Cricut. 60 reviews, average rating of 3.5. That's not really surprising with real reviews on the book. None of them were fake, because we don't do fake reviews in my program. So yeah, you have a mix of 5-star reviews and 1-star, 2-star, 3-star reviews. That's just the way it is. This is a book where the student wrote it themselves. So she was literally homeless and got this done. So that's cool. BSR right now, this one is particularly, it still sells, but it's weak. It doesn't sell as nearly as much as it used to. But consider this as a keyword. So I would say if you're going to abandon a keyword and it's taking off, it's fair game for anyone. And this is a keyword that has had more entries since last year, but it's still relatively unsaturated. So I have given you a profitable keyword here on YouTube for free that is somewhat taken up by publishers, but isn't particularly dominated. Now, am I saying you can make $1,000 a month with this keyword? Probably not. I mean, some here are strong with ranks, but there's definitely flaws with some of these books. I'm just gonna have to click on an ad. Sorry, Lara. Let's see what's going on here between paperback, ebook. I would say get the audiobook done for this as well. It's like this 3D printer that can make designs. So it's a cutting machine with 3D printer. Get it? Pre-cut. That's what it is. So yeah, this keyword was abandoned and it still has some life to it. So if any of you can revive it and get it going with sales and reviews, that'd be great. Hey Aaron, how's it going? Hey Lisa. Yeah, I'm not even here to talk about Donald Trump's book. So that's one keyword I'm giving away right now here on YouTube. Let's see what else we can find. So sometimes I like to wander around for keyword ideas. At this point, I'm not too try hard with methodology. So I'll just go into a category and see what's going on. Interesting. See, I wouldn't have even thought of this. Watercoloring. Let's see what's going on with watercoloring. It's got the #1 tag in paper crafts. That's how I found it for the Kindle store. Let's see how the paperback/hardcover version is doing. I don't think it's viable to do a paperback for this now that I'm encountering the keyword. This one's strong though. This one could be published wide and do well, but let's assess what's going on in this keyword and if it's viable. It's part of the process. I can't say every time that I search for a keyword it's a profitable keyword, right? So it has to be validated through research. So if you're new to the channel, I'm doing keyword research. I'll tell you right now for free on YouTube how I do it. I'm assessing 3 factors. #1, sales ability/sales potential. How well are books for a given keyword selling? If it's selling under the 10 digits of a BSR, it sells really well. However, the caveat to that is factor #2, the competition or level of competition in a given keyword. So If you have books where result number 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. are super well produced, they've got over 200, 300, even 500 reviews, and it's got a strong position in the search results or just a strong position overall for the keyword, you have to factor that in with regards to your viability and practicality of being able to make money with the keyword. So if you're going to publish some $50 piece of crap that you produce through Fiverr and try to compete against these books, you're not going to make a cent. There's just no way. And factor number 3 is cost of production. So, if you can produce something for $50 and you think, okay, I can't dominate the keyword, but maybe I can make my money back by looking at the keyword, then maybe you could consider that. But if it's going to cost you $2,000 to break into a keyword and it's going to either hit or miss, well, you don't want it to miss unless you're a millionaire. So let's take a look-see. Green screen? Well, you can't really see much behind me, I don't think. But I face the Chateau, the Hilton, and I'm next to Aria and the Cosmo. But I'll have another video on what's going on in my life soon. So probably later this week. So watercoloring. Okay. What I also like to look at are books that have less reviews, like 6. Anyone could get 6 reviews for a book, and see how they perform. So let's see what's going on here. We might have to snipe some people's keywords. Okay, so they're doing the whole number 1 category thing. Okay. They have an Instagram following. Check that. They use social media, off-platform advertising and marketing to sell a book. Or supposedly that's what they're doing. Okay. So let me take a quick look, see if they show a preview. No. This is looking like an FBA product. Alright, it's not happening for watercoloring. Okay, let's just ditch this keyword. Go to something else. Let's go to still life painting. Yeah, so underrated variables is ROI per book. In nonfiction, look, it's very possible that nearly anything you produce will make its money back in a year or even 2 years. But for most of us, we want to make our ROI within 3 to 5 months at the most, right? Like, I'd like to aim for at least ROI in 1 to 3 months. 3 months being a little slow, but that's something you got to factor. You can't just pump out books and hope that one day you make your money back. It has to be a calculated assessment, a calculated risk that you take and say, okay, if I spend this much, how many sales do I need? And how do I achieve getting that number of sales? So if it takes 100 sales to break even on the book, okay, that's actually, believe it or not, if you're new to the channel, selling 100 copies of a book is doable, very, very doable for most keywords in 1 year. So if you're comfortable with not hitting on ROI for 1 year, you have a lot of liberty in what keywords you're going for. But if you're looking to hit an ROI in 1 or 2 months, then you have to be more stringent with how you're assessing your strategy, your blueprint, your plan. How are you going to get the sales? Ads? Organic? Do you have a group you're building? Do you have social media channels that you can utilize to get sales? That's all part of the equation. So, let's keep looking at keywords. I think I've hit the adult coloring books over and over on my channel. Obviously, it's going to sell well, but at this point, I'm sure everyone is doing adult coloring books. Not because I said it, because it's just everyone is copycatting each other at this point in low content. And I say that with a little bit of frustration, even though there's no such thing as an original idea in publishing for popular keywords, in fairness. But everyone's going to have their own adult coloring book, especially if you don't have like a super unique approach to it. I'm sure everyone's copying this book. If I had to search adult coloring book, okay, everyone sees this was published in 2017, sells insanely well. But if I go to adult coloring books, I'm going to see all sorts of stuff. Probably not from this year, but let's see what's going on. I've seen this. This one's relatively new, but I've seen this already. Yeah, so these books have been well cemented with their sales rank. That's how they've cemented their authority on Amazon. Some are newer entrants, but Jade Summer is extremely strong on Amazon. And yeah, if I were to, I guarantee you, if I clicked page 3, we're going to see some copycats from recent that have tried to break into a keyword. They've got to be here. And I don't want to go on to a tangent for that, but that's Jade Summer. Lighthouse. Okay, so we're seeing a few. This one's never sold a copy. That's what I'm talking about. Hope that's no one that I know. That almost caught my attention. Okay, so People of Walmart. So let's see what the intent was. This is an ad, so this wasn't even organic. Yeah, great businesses are built as an investment, and I could go into a whole spiel, but you don't make a new business to make a profit within the first 1, 2, or even 6 months. If it's like, a bigger scale business than just publishing a book. But certainly you do want to have a plan for achieving ROI. And like for instance, this book, what were they thinking? Why can't they get a single sale? Okay, traveling animals. Is anyone on Amazon searching for traveling animals? Now, I just like to frame things for the newbie publisher listening to a video like this. Think about it. Are people searching for traveling animals as a keyword, as a coloring book that they'll buy their kid or children? It doesn't make sense. It just logically doesn't make sense. Like, oh gosh, I think my kid is really into traveling animals. They're not going to buy this shit. I mean, no offense to the publisher, I guess. But that's why this has never sold a single copy. And what is it really? Like, what's in here? So it looks like they superimposed an animal in front of like a sketch of a location. That's what it looks like to me. So with the layering, I know a little Canva and Photoshop at this point. They had a sketch of a background. They got maybe a stock or maybe a custom of an animal and layered it in front of the location. That's all this is. Okay, not a great concept, friend. We can do better than that. But maybe it was a risk that they took. Let's see what else this publisher has going on. Another thing I like to do is try to snipe what other publishers are doing through their author page, just to get ideas on not just keywords, but also how to develop like a backlist or a catalog of other books to develop in a niche. I think a lot of advanced level publishers do that, whether they're overt about admitting it or not. Everyone pretty much does it for getting ideas. So if I were to look at Jade Summer is an absolute beast on Amazon. And I'm sure everyone's generating ideas from Jade Summer on what to publish for. So, I'm not going to go into every single book, but I will look at maybe their most recent published book and see how that's doing. Interesting. Okay, so hold on. Liam, yeah, the cover is a little bit... the cover just spews amateurism, and the title could be a lot better. Again, you want to design titles that, they're not like trying to trick out the algorithm, but you want to have concepts, ideas for books that people will actually search for and want to buy. So, what's going to be more appealing to a customer overall, regardless of demographic on Amazon? Traveling animals or flowers for beginners? How to design swirls, how to design animals, fantasy characters. That's more appealing. I'm sure there's people out there in the world that want to know how to design mermaids, fairies, vampires, dragons. They'll click on this book, and if they like the designs that they can do in color, they'll buy the book. That's how you get a sale. No one thinks, oh, traveling, and what the fuck are traveling animals? It doesn't make sense. So, don't want to get into a whole rant about that, but let's see what's going on here. 10,000 BSR. We're going to look at some keywords that people can snipe and steal. And let's do this. Yeah, and people are not traveling because of COVID, so why would someone want to pick traveling animals? The animals are going to have diseases. And it's just not safe to travel right now, or it's just really inconvenient. Depending on how you look at it. So what do they have? What does Jade have going on here? Intricate patterns. It's kind of like I don't want to say it's like mandalas, but that's where this is going. I guess it's just something they wanted to produce. It's Jade Summer. So Jade Summer is a publisher that has a very extensive audience base, a very extensive reach on Amazon with strong books. So anything they put out is going to sell copies. So even with zero promotion, zero reviews, they've got a BSR of 10,000. Now, for a newer publisher, hitting 10,000 BSR for books is great. That's what you want. I do not believe in achieving a 300,000 BSR for a book and considering that super, super successful short term. Like long term, that's great. But I'm someone that likes to go for books with strong positions on BSR, because why will you spend 6 months and like 100 attempts at low content books to get weak ranks when you can just have one book with a strong rank that makes the same amount of revenue as 100 books? So that's my theory and thought process. Home exteriors. Okay. Look, and I'll explain what's going on in my mind. So I have skepticism about this keyword, but it's Jade Summer. So if a strong publisher goes into a keyword that might be obscure, it still makes me hesitate and think, wait, I thought this keyword sucked, but if this publisher made an entry for it, maybe there's merit to it. So let's see what's going on. July 2, so it was published 2 weeks ago. It has one review. I don't really care about that. You can sell with a minimal amount of reviews so long as you have a few honest ones. 20,000 BSR. Yeah. Whoa. It's a real buyer too. Nice. And the designs are cool. So what did they... Okay, I'm going to get into this in a bit. That's a really weird category. So, okay, home exteriors. Houses, cabins, mansions, homes. So I'm trying to get a feel for what keywords they were shooting for. Here's the concept. Let's hijack this keyword category. See what's going on. Yeah, I wouldn't want to mess with Joe Biden, Liam, as great as that would be. I think I've seen those before on Amazon. You just don't want to deal with any trademark issues. This immediately caught my attention with Jason Momoa. You usually would need a trademark or copyright permission to make a coloring book. This isn't even the right category, and the publisher's name is Italian. So let me put 2 and 2 together about what could be going on, along with Keanu Reeves. Wow. Yeah, so I'll just say it here on the channel because it is my channel and I can say whatever I want. For whatever reason, in the Italian publishing community, Italian publishers are just very black hat. I don't even want to speculate why. I'm just telling you the way it is. And it's not my opinion. This is fact. If you talk to anyone that has knowledge of what's going on in the community, there's just a lot of black hat activities going on with publishers from Italy. So, I just know right away that this publisher does not have the rights to publishing Keanu Reeves or Jason Momoa. Like, what you have to pay at least a 5-figure sum for the licensing rights to Keanu, much less being able to reach him. Like, being able to contact Keanu is not easy. I've looked up details on how to do it. Don't ask why. Yeah, so that's just not cool. It's weird. Yeah. Who is this person? So, and I'll get to my rationale and why this is obviously Black Hat in a second. Other than the fact that they're from Italy. If this loads. Okay, maybe not. So, what I can tell, their author page, maybe that's why it doesn't work. The author page isn't even set up for the Keanu Reeves book. Yeah, so would someone that has licensing rights for Keanu Reeves have a blank author page like this? No. Wouldn't make sense. Wow, I didn't even know this existed. Alright, but at least now you know what can happen. Keyword ideas. Huh. Who knows what else they're doing to make money? Who knows what else? Okay, so let me digress and move on here before I get triggered. See what else is going on that we can steal, hijack, copy, emulate. Large print. Okay, here's the hot cup of Joe. So this is it. Castle Point Books. This was also Castle Point Books. Is it the same Italian publisher? Publishing for these freaking books? It wouldn't surprise me. Italian publishers have no fear in performing Black Hat. Yeah. Okay, so review opinions aside, this still sells copies. Yeah. I don't want to get too caught up in these political coloring books because it's not worthwhile to publish for them. So let me just move on. I'm going to jump into another category. Do you need the rights to draw a picture of someone in the public eye? You don't need the rights to draw a picture of someone, but wouldn't you need the rights to sell the work on their intellectual property or their trademark or copyright? So, I'm not going to pretend that I'm a legal expert, but if someone was monetizing Donald Trump and making money off of their likeness, especially someone that's like a strong political figure or a celebrity with a lot of money, is it worth... Look, at best, you're just going to get the book removed from Amazon. Maybe your account gets suspended. But at worst, is it worth the risk of getting sued, of getting litigation? I don't know. It's not my style. I wouldn't do it. So, yeah, I just would avoid that kind of keyword. And I don't know people personally who do such keywords. You can leave that to the Italian top self-publishers on that one. So let's move on. I don't want to get too caught up in that. Summer Scenes Coloring Book. Who are you? And I guess I'll just put it out there. I'm pretty opinionated about going for BSRs that are stronger than what other Kindle publishing courses teach. I don't like the whole Kindle ebook 100,000 BSR. That's 100,000 BSR for Kindle will sell you like one copy for $2 every 3 days. I don't do Kindle publishing to make $10 a week. I do it to make more than that. So let's keep it there. So let's see what's going on here. 6 reviews, 8 reviews. The BSR is strong. I like this cover. Very colorful. Shaded well, done well. This is a good cover. I mean, yeah, it's alright. It's for its style. They've got social media presence, so that helps with getting reviews and having a platform to facilitate sales, along with getting the reviews, obviously. Yeah, this book looks alright, so I can already tell. This looks good. This is cool. So someone did it right. Yeah, and this is from a month ago. So, if you're new to the channel, you want to make your first $100, I'm showing you how it's possible. So let's break this down, because we're here on stream and I might as well make my time valuable here. So what is this publisher doing? I can reverse engineer all of it. They've got a keyword that's in demand, and they've got also social media presence to help facilitate getting sales. So let's check this out. Facebook.com/coloringbookcafe. Let's take a look at what's going on here. So we're in this publishers group. I liked it. Ooh. Oh man, I might know. I hope that I'm not getting into a friend's keyword. But it looks like I've got 2 friends who are publishers in the group. They're probably spying to see what the hell is going on. And as you can see, they sell work. This is coloring books could be the front end of their funnel. On the back end, other than the books, they've got workshops. They've got other maybe courses that they're selling for monetizing far more than just books. And we can check that out. So this is cool. Yeah, I'm not gonna I don't have to go in too far into the group to figure out what's going on, but just the fact that they position themselves with a group that's heavily promoted. They were smart in setting up a shop along with having other back-end offers. Tells me that this publisher has the complete infrastructure to make a business, an actual brand out of a keyword. So is it more than just having a book with a dog and another dog on it for summer? There's far more to making money off of publishing than just publishing a book on Amazon, setting it and forgetting it. You need to build social media. You need to build an audience, and with that you can build a brand of either more books or other products that your market is going to be well served by. So that's what's going on, and they've got the website as well. Let's take a quick look at this before we answer some questions. Okay, this looks like a MailChimp landing page. I don't want to get too cocky, but I've got enough experience to know what's going on. Oh no, it's not even MailChimp. But this looks really well done. Really well. This person is making a full-time living from their brand. So look, it looks really nice, but it's not rocket science, guys. Other than setting up a group, they've got a backlist of books, a catalog of books, different keywords. they either made this with a theme on Wix or WordPress, and they paid someone to set it all up with like a cart, shopping cart setup. So, you know, just got to put in the effort, the time, and possibly the money to set up something like this, and you can have a full-time business too with Amazon. I don't need to sell you a course to tell you that. You're listening to this video for free. So, and if I were to click this, okay, looking at the short links. So on the bottom left, I'm also eyeing the links. Cool. So this is cool. So what about stoner coloring books for adults? I've seen books on stoners and marijuana. Thing is, Liam, for books related to drugs, you can't run ads on Facebook. Primarily on Amazon, because their terms of service just does not allow to run ads for anything related to drugs. So I have a book on CBD that couldn't run ads, and I have a book on steroids that couldn't run ads. Although this is funny. Let's get high in color. Nah. Like the books that are doing well are either doing well because of organic search, or again, they're leveraging off the Amazon platform to facilitate sales. And I will take a look. All right. So 108 reviews. That's a lot of reviews, but it's actually doable even if you're self-published. And I will tell you guys what's going on. Let me see if I can break this down quickly. I can't. Okay, so they ask for reviews. That's great. So they don't have their social links. But then again, the BSR is decent. I think this is just a matter of having books for a popular keyword and promoting it and getting reviews and holding a position for a while. So if you can get some sales in a popular keyword and sustain sales, that's going to help your search results ranking, your organic ranking for search results. So would I invest money into this? I don't think so. Not being able to run ads is a big blow. I mean, if you're really passionate about like stoner culture, weed culture, doja culture, and you want to put in the work for making a group, making a site, and having books that feature weed, maybe you can sell some other products as well, pens, whatever, go for it. But if you want to just do this to make money off the book solely, nah, it's probably not going to happen. So let me give away some keywords. Let's reward those who have stuck in here this long and go out with a bang. So I'm going to go to my front page. I don't even know what's going to show up on here. Let's see what books I've been looking at recently and steal some keywords. Okay. So those are all fiction. It's irrelevant. So I will break into I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on this keyword. I will emphasize this for those that are joining in. Don't sleep on this keyword. I know for a fact it sells well. I had a client abandon their 200,000 plus member group. And if you abandon your keyword, you abandon publishing, you're giving others an opportunity to make money. And I think people have finally caught on that this has been a profitable keyword. So it's not too late to get into this, especially if you make a group to promote it. So consider that. Consider that if you're dead broke and you want to get into publishing, I just gave you a good keyword to start off with. Be sure to make a decent cover with some content and images. And they don't have to be color, they can be black and white. And that should be good. So let's see what else is going on. Let's get into education and reference books. It's all the same. It's all the same stuff. Like, no one's really produced an original keyword. I think at this point, in the current stage, in the current meta of publishing, if this were a video game, nothing has really changed in publishing since the spring, as far as I can tell. Everyone's just copycatting the same keywords. So I'm sure this is going to be everyone copycatting each other. This was the keyword of last year. Client, I know this person. Strong book, client. Let's see what this person's publishing. Same stuff, no original ideas. Try not to laugh. That's a profitable keyword if you can break into it. Riddles and brain teasers, jokes for kids. And for those of you that are new to publishing, I am using the free Chrome app, DS Amazon Quick View, to have rankings display on search results. This helps me speed up my keyword research immensely, instead of having to click on every single book. So get DS Quick View if you don't have it already. I will check out what Crazy Corey is doing, see if they've got any original ideas. Because at this point, again, I'm reiterating, everyone's just copying each other, and there's no real original concepts so far this year. So things look stagnant. Nah, not strong enough of a BSR for me to be interested. Yeah, so the other thing I can do is check a category. Good for you, Liam. Easter was a good time. Yeah, Easter was a really good time to make money off of Easter. So, let's see, 4th of July is over. Halloween's, in the US at least, in the USA, Halloween is the next big holiday. I mean, there's also some more obscure ones. I mean, obscure to conventional American culture. You've got Yom Kippur coming up for the Jews. You've got other holidays that are celebrated internationally. But Halloween, you can definitely position yourself now. Get the book at least in the works to be produced so that you can get reviews for it, some sales, and be positioned well for October, for Halloween. Make some money, especially towards Q4. Clicked the wrong thing. I'm not interested in that. I want to go into the category and see what's going on. So let's check some stats. Cool. We've got a handful of people watching. A lot of silent killers out there wanting some keywords. So, jokes. Knock, knock. Who's there? Yeah, at this point in the game, what publishing courses in general don't emphasize enough is that the game has changed since 2017 and even 2018 to where it's pretty much required at this point that you have social media presence for your book, usually to do well, to at least get reviews, if not sales. So, even though this is a self-published author with a strong BSR, if I were to check out their book, I'm probably going to find social media links. There's just no way you reach this kind of BSR without either a lot of ads. Okay, that's kind of funny. And just having primarily Facebook presence, if not Instagram, TikTok, or whatever else. So that's it just requires more work. I'm not saying it's not possible to make money with publishing. It just takes some more work compared to just publishing a book, setting it, and forgetting it. That way, that method no longer works well for most keywords. So, yeah. And at this point, I just know way too many people personally on who is who in publishing for such books. So this one got my attention. Fortnite. How's that still up? Probably with Fortniters throwing off the algorithm. Let's move on. Choo-choo-choo. How to publish sticker books on Amazon? That's a good question. I believe, Sebastian, it has to be an FBA product because you can't have, how do I describe this? The kind of like it's called label pages. You can only have regular pages for a book produced through an Amazon publishing house, or rather publishing press. You have to go through a traditional offset printing press that can produce books that you can sell via FBA in order to do that. So, I used to broker for printing presses when I was much younger. So that's the process. You just got to use FBA to do it. So, BSR Chrome app, it's DS Amazon Quick View. How far out before holidays would you publish a book for that keyword? I would say, Liam, 2 to 3 months is enough time to get traction going. So you can, if you're not getting sales, at least get the reviews out of the way, because I guess there's a lot of, for some reason, people think that it's hard to get reviews for books, and it's actually really easy if you gather a group of people who'd be interested in getting a free copy of your book in exchange for a review. It's actually easy. So you don't need to use fake reviews. Fake reviews don't hold. They don't work. They get removed by Amazon, and it's just not a sustainable business practice. So get the reviews done, and then set up your ads, test your ads with a small budget, and then go full force when it's game time. So Eric, welcome to the channel. Am I looking for BSR rank for paperback and Kindle books for looking for keywords? I like to focus more so on the paperback because in most cases you will make more royalty from the paperback counterpart of your production as opposed to Kindle. Now, that's not always the case, but let me tell you, I have met very few publishers that have made over $1,000 a month from the Kindle version of their non-fiction books. I know plenty of publishers that make 5 figures a month at this point, but very few of them make a substantial amount from the ebook version. And I mean, as such, especially with children's books, children usually want books in physical form that are interactive, that they can hold and either draw, color, or do activities with, whereas that's not really possible with a Kindle Fire or an iPad. So, and in other niches as well, you're just going to make more money per copy sold with the paperback. So that's why I personally assess books using the paperback BSR and viability selling it through paperback. But if you find something strong on Kindle that isn't competitive, go for it. Absolutely. So, good question. Is it better to put social media at the back of the book or the front? I would say it's better to put it at the front because there's something called, it's not called read through, but what's more likely for your book? Are more readers going to read the first 10 pages of the book? Or are readers really going to go, are all of those readers going to reach the end of the book? So if you have 100 readers, maybe 60 of them will read the first 10 pages and only 10 will reach the end of your book. So knowing that, you want to have your social media links towards the front of the book because you're going to be more likely to have hits from readers if your social media is in the front of the book. Simple explanation for that. So yeah, I think we've been on for a little while, right? So any last questions? I think I'll do more videos like this. Wow, it's already been 50 minutes. We've got over 11 people watching. We had a lot of people watching at the same time, but it's died down a little. That's cool. Any last questions? And I'd like to do more videos like this aside from the podcast and help you all out because I'm here in Vegas living the life, sort of. So yeah, any questions? I'll give you guys 2 minutes to bring in the questions. The BSR Chrome app. So it's called Remain. It's DS Amazon Quick View. It is free. I am not promoting it. I am not selling it. I am not an affiliate. It's just what I use and I'm recommending it. DS Amazon Quick View. And you can have a nice search result page like this that shows you ranks seamlessly. And you can just highlight your mouse over the book cover and you get all the data that you need, which helps speeds up keyword research tremendously. So yeah, to reiterate everything that's gone on this stream, other than a few keywords I gave away just flat out straight up, the meta hasn't really changed too much for books. Everything looks the same since the spring, other than maybe seasonal books that are selling well. Everyone's copying each other. No one's got any original ideas for books. I sound so pessimistic saying that, but nothing has really changed in publishing. So if you're new to publishing, just go into a keyword, see how well it's selling, if there's a lot of competition, and if it's going to cost you a lot to go in. If not, take your shot at it and do your best to promote. Use social media to sell books. Don't just set a book up on Amazon and forget it. If you're really passionate about a keyword that sells well and you're going to have fun doing it, you want to put in the effort, develop that Facebook group, that Instagram page. Maybe you want to do some OnlyFans promotion for it. I don't know what you're doing, but consider that. Otherwise, guys, we'll have hopefully another interview for you all next week, and I'll be releasing some news maybe later this week or next week as well. So until then, guys, stay safe, keep publishing, and I'll see you later. Take care.